All right. Good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, no matter where you are in the world. We want to welcome you to the e-estate presentation. And I want to tell you guys, we're excited about sharing this information with you. My name is Anthony Deloach, and I'm excited to be the host of this presentation today. There's several people who could have put on this presentation, but I'm glad that I was selected to be one of the ones that shares this incredible opportunity with you guys today. And I'm telling you, you are in store for a treat. You are going to witness one of the most disruptive shifts our financial system has ever seen. If you think crypto alone came in and disrupted the way that we do finances and shifted and changed everything, you wait till you see this new iteration of cryptocurrency that's happening right now, and all of the wealthy and the elite people around the world are putting themselves in position to really take advantage of what's happening. And I want to tell you guys that this is absolutely amazing. We're talking about something that the World Economic Forum says will become 10% of the global domestic product by 2027. Now, you may not know anything about what I'm talking about, but I want you to take this in consideration. If the World Economic Forum has their attention on this, isn't this something that you should be paying some attention to as well? If major leaders like Larry Fink of BlackRock and several other leaders are paying close attention to what's happening over here with tokenization, then I'm telling you guys that you should put this on your radar as well. And I hope you guys are doing it. And if you haven't put it on your radar, I do want you to know that today you're going to witness a way that you could definitely do that. All right. So first thing, I want to make sure that you guys can hear me loud and clear, because I want to make sure that I am not just talking to myself today. If you guys can hear me loud and clear, can you drop a 1 in the chat for me? Drop a 1 in the chat. I want to make sure that you guys can hear me. There you go. The 1. I love it. I love it. James, thank you so much for doing that. Thank you so much for participating. Maurice, Brian, thank you guys for doing that. Here's the next thing, guys. If you can see my screen and you see e-estate, a new era of digital real estate solutions on the screen right now, drop a 2 in the chat. I just want to make sure all of my technology is working properly today before I jump into this incredible information that I have to share with you guys today. And I may sound a little bit excited. I promise I'm not trying to hype you up, but I do get excited about the future when I understand that I've already aligned myself with a company that's taking me into the future of finance. And you're going to get the opportunity to be able to do that today. So without further ado, I want to introduce to some and present to others e-estate, a new era of digital real estate solutions. Now, I want you to be totally clear on this, because I've had a couple people ask me, are we talking about real estate, or is this something in the metaverse or something like that? Guys, we're talking about real estate properties, physical properties, guys, where you could get involved with top tier properties in a way that you have never been able to before, and you can start earning passive income through this process of tokenization. Now, I want to jump into it and tell you what we're going to cover today. We're going to go over a good overview of e-estate, so you're going to know what the company is all about, and then we're going to share with you the solution that it provides for investors, and the solution that it provides for those of you all who want to take things to the next level and maybe even become an agent with this company. Now, I have to tell you a little bit about myself, because I believe anytime that someone is presenting information to you, you should know just a little bit about that person. Well, guys, I am from North Carolina. I was born and raised, and I want to tell you guys that I have been interested in finances for all of my adult life, right? But one of the things that happened to me very recently, well, happened to me when I was young, when I first got out of high school, I was introduced to a concept, and someone invited me out to a meeting, and they were saying, hey, look, I want you to see how these people are making money. And I got introduced to passive income that night, right? Because it was about 7 p.m. that meeting happened. I walked into that hotel not knowing what to really expect. But that day, what impressed me wasn't the concept that I was introduced to. It was the lifestyle that that person had. And I got really excited, right? Because I was like, man, I love the way that he talked about his life. He said, I get up in the morning, I do exactly what I want to do, I do it how I want to do it, and I do it with whom I want to do it with. And I said, man, that's how I want to live my life. So I started diving deep into this passive income lifestyle. And what I realized is that lifestyle is really when you have enough time, to enjoy your life and enough money to enjoy it the way that you want to do it. And one of the primary ways of being able to do that is with passive income, where you can make income without increasing your effort. And I like that, right? So I was like, boom, this is cool. And one of my mentors even told me, he said, Anthony, if you ever want a chance at becoming wealthy, let me tell you something. I see that you're a hard worker, but I want to tell you, wealth is not created through hard work. He said, at least not your hard work. What you have to do is learn how to put money to work for you. And once you have your money working hard for you, you don't have to work so hard. And I said, man, that's a game changer right there. I started looking for different ways to create passive income. And in 2017, I was introduced to cryptocurrency, and that totally changed everything. When I saw you could take cryptocurrency and combine it with passive income, I said, this is a game changer. And guys, that allowed me to walk away from my finance career, which I was an executive with a large bank. I had a really good career, but I had even better lifestyle when I stepped out on my own and I learned to combine crypto with passive income. And I've been free ever since, right? If you guys love freedom, and this is not for me, this is for you guys. If you love freedom and you want more freedom in your life and more passive income in your life, can you drop a 3 in the chat for me? Drop a 3 in the chat. Guys, one of my missions is to share this information with people around the world. One of the ways I do that is through YouTube. And so I have a YouTube channel that I go out and share information on. But I want to tell you guys, I'm not going to go any more into myself. I just wanted to share with you guys why I'm so passionate about what you're about to see today and why this is something that I am qualified to actually present the information on. Now, let's talk about this tokenization thing, because I know most people don't really understand tokenization. But let's talk about some of the stats here. I already told you that the World Economic Forum said that tokenization will become 10% of the GDP by 2027. That's one stat. Here's another stat that I want to go over, is that real estate tokenization is projected to become a $16 trillion market by 2030. Right? That's by the Boston Consulting Group. Guys, I don't know if you understand how disruptive the shift is, but anytime a shift is this disruptive, you know what happens? There's millionaires and billionaires created. Right? And that's just a stone cold fact. You don't have to like it. You don't have to like cryptocurrency. You don't have to like any of the stuff. It is a stone cold fact that that is what happens. Look at what happened with the internet. Look at what happened when crypto and what's happening with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is well over $100,000 now. Cryptocurrency is on everybody's tongue right now. When everybody a few years ago was saying it was what was a scam, they're saying it was not going to last and saying it was just a trend. But I want to tell you guys now that crypto is dominating most of our markets and most of our airways as well. Everybody has something to say now, right? There's ETFs, there's new regulations, there's all of this stuff that's happening. And guys, when you get ahead of these types of waves, you can create some real wealth. Crypto has only been around for what is it? I forgot how many years. It's like 16 years, but it's the top performing asset if you talk about Bitcoin in the last decade. Guys, this is incredible. Look how many millionaires and billionaires it has created. It's accelerating every time we have a new shift. And today you're being introduced to one of the next shifts that's happening right now, which is tokenization. So what really is tokenization, right? Well, tokenization is the process of turning a real world asset like the stock market, collectibles, artwork, and real estate into digital tokens that are on the blockchain. Each token represents a fraction of ownership in the asset. So instead of needing thousands of dollars to invest in an entire property, you can invest with smaller amounts and still earn a share of the profits. It's like owning a piece of the building, but everything is digital, secure, and easy to manage. Guys, this is just like if you had a top tier property, maybe it's a hotel, it's a house or something like that, and they take that hotel and say, look, it's $1 million. I'm going to put out 1 million tokens and you can buy one of these tokens and that's going to represent your percentage in it. So let's say if it was $1 million for a hotel, right? And then you buy 10% of that. What's 10% of that? That's $100,000. But that means you have a 10% stake in that. Now, you don't have to buy that much, but let's just use this for a good math because it's easy for me to do the math, right? So 100,000 means 10% is what you own. And through the blockchain technology and smart contracts, every time there's profit that's produced from this property, you get 10% of it automatically on an automated basis. It's 10% of it. So imagine if this month that property, let's say that property makes $100,000, then 10% of that is what you are going to get. So that 10% means that you're going to get $10,000, and it'll be shot right over to your wallet. Man, how many of y'all think that's pretty cool? Drop a four in the chat for me. See, that's what's cool about this is that now you can take tokenization and you can actually get involved in top tier properties like this. But guess what, guys? You don't need $100,000. Now, if you have $100,000 that you want to get started with, yes, you can get started with that. But what if I told you now you could get started with tokenization for as little as $120? And pretty soon, I think I saw something right now. I think y'all might have saw it too. Pretty soon, you'll be able to get involved in some properties for one EST, which is $10, one token. Woo! I don't know if y'all hear what I'm talking about, but this is going to make it available and accessible for everybody. So let's jump into it. Let's talk about the company that's really making this happen. eState is a next generation platform that's designed to make real estate investments accessible, transparent, and secure for individuals worldwide. This is a global company that's making a global move. And I want you guys to understand what this means. With eState right over here, they're filling a gap in the space, even within the tokenization and the fractional ownership space. Why are they filling a gap? Because right now, eState is allowing you to purchase instead of purchasing an entire property, you can acquire real estate tokens that represent a portion of a residential, commercial, or development project, earning rental income and potential capital appreciation with their tokenized stake. But here's where I want to tell you the gap is, right? There's a lot of fractional ownership companies out there. And there's a lot of companies out there that say they're doing tokenization. But a lot of them only let you get paid on a monthly basis, an annual basis, or a semi-annual basis. What's different about eState is they're letting you getting paid on a daily basis. That's right, you're getting paid profits daily, Monday through Friday, guys. This is really, really good. Here's the next thing. Here's the gap. So you're earning passive income through real estate. But the next thing is I want you guys to understand that this is more aggressive and more profitable than most other platforms. Guys, I've already did my due diligence and inspection of other platforms that offer flat fractional ownership and tokenization, and most of them offer you about 10% per year. Can I tell you that most properties on the eState website right now are averaging above 10% per month? If you're excited about even higher profits through an incredible platform like eState, can you go ahead and drop a five in the chat for me? Drop a five in the chat. See, do you understand how big it is that you go from 10% per year to 10% per month? This means allowing you to create financial independence, wealth, or even just achieve your financial goals at a rapid rate. And that's what I love about this. Now, let's talk about what tokenization does. I just told you, first of all, it lowers your barrier of entry to get in. So now instead of you needing the hundreds of thousands of dollars or thousands of dollars to get involved with the property, you can get involved with as little as $120 or coming soon that may be even lower than that. But you don't need a lot. And because you could get involved at a smaller stake, that means that you could get a stake in multiple properties. Imagine, I want you just to sit back, close your eyes. Imagine yourself earning passive income from multiple properties around the globe on a daily basis, right? Just by building your portfolio. Imagine you buying your first property and using the profits from that property to put you in position to purchase more properties. This is a real estate portfolio that you can build through tokenization. Now, here's the next thing. Blockchain powered transactions. I get really excited about this is because blockchain makes everything transparent and secure. I don't have to worry about if my payments are coming. I don't have to worry about if they're going to pay me what I'm supposed to get. But I know that just like clockwork that I'm going to get paid. Can I ask you a question? If you guys are already involved with eState, if you received your Friday payment already, can you guys drop a six in the chat for me? If you already received your Friday payment from your tokenized stake in your real estate property from eState, drop a six in the chat. As you see, Maurice just dropped the six in there. I know he's enjoying earning profits from that villa out in California, right? And the other property that he has. He dived all the way in and made sure that he was actually taking advantage of this. Now, here's the next thing that I got excited about, guys, is that this gives us a global reach because the company doesn't just look for properties in the United States or in a specific area. They're actually looking for properties all across the globe. And if you could get involved in properties across the globe, this gives you a ability to do something that we've never been done before. You can become a global earner of passive income through real estate. You may have never been earning passive income from a property that's in Bali. Or maybe you never thought about getting passive income from a property that's in Oregon or in Phoenix, Arizona. Maybe you never thought about that, but now you have that ability. Now, here's the next thing, guys. I know there's a lot of people on the call. You may be new to this, and you probably heard somebody tell you that you don't need any experience. And you're like, well, how do I know that we're going to choose the right properties? Well, here's the thing, guys. We have experts with over 50 years of experience that are curating and bringing the top tier properties to this platform to make sure that they're profitable, to make sure that they're right properties, to make sure they're in prime location, to make sure that everything is set up so that you can earn legitimate long-term passive income. And then they take that information and they distribute it out to us on the website so we can make educated decisions for ourselves. So that's what's so powerful about e-estate. Now, let's talk about the type of income you can earn. And today I'm just going to cover buyer level 1. Once you dive into the system, you're going to see that there are several different buyer levels that you can actually participate in. But on buyer level 1, I want to tell you guys that this is where it starts your passive income journey. And you're going to be happy to know that e-estate pays out its passive income in a 2 income model. The first stage is what we call the active or the aggressive stage, where you're going to earn Monday through Friday for 18 months. That's right. You're going to earn consistent passive income Monday through Friday for 18 months. Now, after the 18 months is up, it doesn't stop there. After that, you're going to enter what we call the passive phase. And on that passive phase, you're going to earn 10% annually for the lifetime of that property. And that 10% is paid out to you every 6 months. So guys, this is really incredible that you're going to have an income that doesn't stop pumping. And I really, really like that, guys. So this is absolutely incredible that we have access to this and so many people are taking advantage of this. But let me give you some examples. So there's an apartment that's downtown Seattle, Washington. If you wanted to tokenize on that property, you could get involved with that property for as little as $117. Now, of course, you can put more on that property if you wish, but starting at $117, it's going to qualify you to earn anywhere from 9.43% per month up to 14.03% per month, and that's paid out to you daily, Monday through Friday for 18 months. Now, that means after 18 months, you're going to earn anywhere from 170% up to 252%. And guess what, guys? It doesn't stop there. If you guys want to really take advantage of the compound effect, the company offers something that's called this auto capitalization, right? And auto capitalization allows the company to automatically reinvest your profits back into the property so you earn even higher returns by the end of the 18 months. Now, if you do that, you do have to let it stay locked in for the 18 months. So you have to make a decision if that's the way you want to roll or not, but that option is there for you. Let's take it up another notch, right? So there is a house that's in Arch Cape, Oregon, and it is a beachfront property. And I want to tell you guys that this property is a very nice property and you can get involved with this one for $480. Now, that's going to qualify you to earn anywhere from 10.58% up to 15.18%. This means that you're going to earn anywhere from 190% up to 273% over the 18-month period, guys. That's incredible. Now, you can go down and get in the villa. The villa is the one that I got started with. This is a villa out in Los Angeles, California. It's very nice. I'll show you guys the pictures at the end of this presentation. But I want you guys to really know that I got excited about this one because I saw it. I could even see myself visiting that property. Now, when I looked at that property, looked it up, it said that it's about $10,000 to actually get that property for about 3 days. I said, wow, this is a good property, right? It's really profitable with that amount of price, right? But when I looked at it, I said, I want to get involved with this one. The minimum price point to get involved with this one is $3,120. Now, when you do that and you tokenize at that amount, you're going to be qualified to earn 11.73% up to 16.33%. And that's monthly, guys. That means after 18 months, you're going to earn anywhere from 211% up to 294%. But let me break this down because this is the property that I have a lot of experience with. On average, you're going to earn about $400 per month cash flow from this property. Wow. Where else are you putting $3,000 or a little more and earning cash flow of $400 a month that's backed by real estate, guys? See, you can't go buy a rental property for this amount. You can't take $3,000 and go say, I'm going to go buy a rental property. Let me be honest with you. If you go the traditional route, you can't take $3,120 and take it to an investor and say, hey, I want to get in on a rental property. When you do that, it's going to get you such a small stake that you probably not even going to be interested in that. Guys, I'm telling you, this is the stuff that I'm just being real with you. This is presenting an opportunity that we really never had access to before. Now, if you want to step it up even from there, you can actually get involved in that villa that we have out in Bali. That one is $6,740 for you to get involved with, but that's going to earn you anywhere from 12.88% up to 17.48% on a monthly basis. And over 18 months, you're going to earn anywhere from 231% up to 314%. Then there's a commercial property if you decide to go that route, and you can actually get in on that commercial property for $10,270, and that's going to qualify you for 14.03% up to 18.63% monthly, and that means over 18 months you're going to earn anywhere from 252% up to 335%. Guys, this is amazing. I know I threw a lot of information at you guys right now, but hopefully you see an opportunity for yourself. And you remember when I was talking about earlier, it's not just about you working hard for money. It's about you making your money work hard for you. And the harder you make money work hard for you, the more freedom that you can have. And guys, hopefully you see an opportunity for you to be able to make your money work hard for you through the tokenization of real estate, because this is something that's really unprecedented that we're facing right now. Now, let me talk to you a little bit about the company, because I know a lot of you all want to know more about the company and what it's all about, give you a little background on this, and I want to share this with you. So the good thing that we could tell you is that eEstate was launched in partnership with two major organizations. So the first organization that was involved with the launching of eEstate is Eli Property. Now, this is a traditional real estate company out of Oregon that has over 50 years of experience. It's been around for a very long time. And this company came together and partnered with the ARDR, an International Association of Digital Real Estate Agents, and they came together and formed eEstate, which is incredible that they have done this, because this makes it so that we have an incredible platform to actually earn passive income. Now, the CEO that is of eEstate and the ARDR is Brandon Stevenson. This is a gentleman that I talk to on a consistent basis. He's definitely passionate about seeing this platform go to phenomenal heights and helping people around the world. And he's all behind the mission of making this happen. And I'm telling you guys, I've talked to him several times. And as a matter of fact, we were talking just earlier this week, and he was talking about how excited he was about the new developments that are coming with eEstate. Then we have Mike Hamilton, who is the head of Eli Property. This gentleman has over 50 years of experience in real estate across Oregon, California, Nevada. He is a wealth of knowledge, and he was out actually on the ground not too long ago looking at some other properties to bring to the platform. And you guys, if you're in the groups, you've probably seen some of the stuff that's coming up. There's going to be some new properties that's coming to eEstate, so you definitely want to keep your eye out for that. All right. So we see that eEstate sits on the shoulders of these two other companies. So it wasn't just a company that was birthed out of thin air without any guiding support. Now, here's how simple it is for you to get your own property, your own tokenized stake in a property with eEstate. All you have to do is go ahead and get the link from the person who invited you. They have their own personalized, specialized link. Get that link, go ahead and enroll for the platform. When you enroll for the platform, you're going to have to go through a KYC and AML process. They do those checks to comply with the international regulations there. But once you go through that, it's pretty smooth. All you got to do is provide an identity document and a video selfie so they can confirm your identification, and then you're good to go, right? So once you do that, you can actually access the properties, see all the different real estate properties. You choose what's best for you, whether it's an apartment, condo, an apartment, a villa, house, whatever is best for you. All right. Now, once you see the property, you identify that, you know where you want to get started, you're going to fund your account. There's over 30 different tokens for you to be able to fund the account with, which is really cool, right? And then you go ahead and purchase your stake in the real estate. Now, what you're going to get is you're going to get access to the tokens on the blockchain. So you're going to be able to see that, and you're going to sign in a contract. It's both signatures of you and the CEO are going to be on the contract for that property, and you're going to get access to that as well. So you can print it out, do whatever you desire to do with that. But once that's done, all you got to do is monitor and track your returns. If you go ahead and enroll for a property today, you could be earning your passive income from that property by Monday, guys. That's how swift and easy this is. They have cut out all of the they have cut out all the red tape, all the middlemen, all of that type of stuff that really will hold people back from getting started in real estate. And I want to tell you guys that now you see a way that you can actually make it very seamless and very easy for you to get involved. Now, let's go over some of the legal things here. I do want you guys to understand that estate is registered in Panama, and the reason why they chose to register in Panama is because they get the benefit from a favorable tax condition and they have a clear legal status over there. And I want you guys to keep in mind that local regulations may vary by country. Now, as far as compliance, you know the company is doing everything that they can to strive to comply with KYC and AML regulations there. That's why you have to go through the KYC process. Please keep in mind, though, that real estate tokens may be subject to evolving securities laws in certain jurisdictions. We don't know what the governments in any jurisdiction is going to do, so those regulations could change. But right now, things look good to go, so we're rocking and rolling with that. All right. Now, the next thing I want to tell you guys is that you guys know that there's market volatility. If you've been in crypto, you've probably seen Bitcoin go from $500 a coin up to over $110,000 a coin, up to 120,000 or so, right? We just seen volatility this week where it went over, this the past week or so, where it went over 120, back down, but real estate does the same thing. Foreign exchange does the same thing. All markets will fluctuate, so you want to keep that in mind. So that means past performance does not guarantee your future results. Here's the next thing, guys. There's also regulatory changes. Things are going to happen with regulatory laws. Right now, things are looking very favorable for crypto, but you understand how things go when it comes to regulatory changes. So we want to make you aware of that. And the same thing with technical risk, right? So there's always technology. And whenever there's technology involved with things, you know that there could be things that happen. But the company does do their audits to make sure that they mitigate all of these risks that present themselves. So guys, that's how you get involved. If you want to get involved with this on a passive basis, this is exactly how you do it. It's very simple. Just get the link from the person who invited you. You should be reaching out to them. If you like what you've seen so far, reach out to them and say, "Hey, look, I got to get in on this," right? This is absolutely phenomenal. I love the way that this is working. Find out what property looks best to you, get in on that, and start earning this passive income. Now, here's what I want you guys to understand. And Katrina, I do see your message here. And I will definitely get with you. So here's the next thing, guys. I want to tell you is that this is an absolutely phenomenal opportunity for those of you all who wants to earn income on a different level as well. What do I mean? So you don't just have to sit back and wait for passive income through this opportunity. You could be one of the people who help push this movement forward through e-estate. And once you help push this movement forward, you can get compensated in a wonderful way by this incredible company right here. So let's talk about what it means to become a digital real estate agent. As a digital real estate agent, you actually going to participate and you're going to connect buyers with tokenized properties on eState's platform. So you're going to let people make people aware of what's available to them. Most people don't even know that there's an opportunity to do tokenization and participate in these top tier properties. All right. Now, what are some of the benefits of becoming a digital real estate agent? It means that you're going to understand blockchain, tokenization, and online property markets, unlike most other people. Most other people have no idea of what's happening right now. They have no idea of the shift and the trends that are going on in this space right now, but you could be the person that introduced them to it. Now, even though you're doing that, I want to tell you guys you have a totally flexible schedule. Nobody's telling you you have to come into the office. Nobody's demanding that you do something. So this is going to allow you to work remotely, set your own hours, and work as you wish, right? There's no quotas or any of that type of stuff. So that's a good thing. Now, even though there's no quotas and even though you work remotely, the thing that I'm excited to present to you guys is unlimited earning potential. There's no cap on the amount of income that you can earn from this platform, and I'm going to show you exactly how this income is derived. Now, before you can jump into the income, you do have to do a license that is a subscription, right? Now, eState in partnership with the ARDR offers a subscription model. And what they do is they're going to license the digital real estate agents. And you're going to get your own personal landing page with an easy to use editor to allow you to customize property listings and your marketing material, right? Now, just in case you guys thinking this was like, hey man, this is the catch right here. I see what it is. You got to pay for this licensing or this education or something. Guys, you literally can come over here and get started and purchase your membership for as little as $9 per month. So I love this because this makes it accessible to the average everyday person. If you want to get started in real estate and tokenization, this is probably one of the easiest, most simple ways and the most affordable ways for you to be able to do that, right? Now, once you pay your $9 fee, you're going to fill out an application. There's a digital form that you have to fill out and you have to sign an agreement. But once you do that and you're approved by the company, you're going to get access to the estate properties that are available, and you're going to get the tools and resources you need to go ahead and get started. Now, this is an incredible thing here because of the fact that now you can literally get started with eState today and start earning income from eState today. Through the power of their e-wallet, when you actually sell a property, it's going to go into your it's going to go to your agent wallet, and then you can transfer those funds into your e-wallet where you can actually transfer then out to your decentralized wallet. And when you transfer from the e-wallet to your decentralized wallet, it's one of the smoothest, quickest processes that I've ever seen. So I want to tell you guys, you literally can start making money with eState today. Now, let's talk about what it means to become an agent and how much money you can make, right? So here are the income streams. There's 4 distinct sources of income that you can participate in as an estate agent. The first stream of income is going to be deal commission. So when you actually help somebody actually tokenize a property on the website, and that deal is closed and those funds have been transferred, you're going to earn a deal commission. And this, just like traditional real estate, where a real estate agent will earn a commission anytime they sell a home, you're going to earn a commission anytime that somebody tokenizes a property and you're the one responsible for referring them. Now, the next thing is profit commission. Now, this is not like with traditional real estate. So you're going to earn a percentage according to the profit that the people are earning once you have referred them and they start earning that passive income. That's incredible, guys. This is what's so powerful about this because you're going to earn passive residual income. Now, there is a level you have to qualify for to hit this, but I believe everybody on here can achieve that level and start earning passive income, passive residual income from the profit commission. Now, the next thing is the agent bonuses. As you get over here and you introduce more and more people to the tokenized properties, and maybe you even start building your own organization and having other people enroll with you as agents. Once you build your organization and you start hitting certain milestones, you're going to now be qualified for different bonuses that the company has on the platform. Now, one of the ways that the company pays out bonuses is through their e-token rewards. Now, this is incredible because these e-tokens are going to allow you to spin the money wheel where you can win anywhere from $0 to $1,000 every spin. And I'll show you guys that before we get off of this presentation also. So let's talk about the commission details. So when you actually introduce someone and they actually tokenize a property and they decide what level they want to tokenize at, and once they fund their account and purchase that property, you're going to earn 6% if you directly refer them. Now, here's the great thing. You're going to unlock a new level for each level that agent level that you achieve. So when you are on level one, you get to earn on level one, which is 6%. Levels 2 through 5 is going to be 2% that you earn, and levels 6 through 8 is going to be 1%. So guys, once you get to level 8 agent, you unlock all of those levels that you're getting paid on all at once when somebody falls on those levels. But guys, look, I just want to tell you, 6% commission on a deal. Somebody gets started with $1,000, you earn $60 right up front. If somebody gets started with $10,000, then you're going to earn $600 right up front. If somebody is used to commercial properties or they're used to just going in with much larger amounts, then that means that that person starts with $100,000. You're going to earn 6%, which would be $6,000. Now, here is the profit commission, right, that I was talking about. Now, once you hit agent level 4, now agent level 4 means that you have $25,000 going through your organization, and I'll show you guys that in just a second. You're going to start earning profit commissions, and you're going to earn profit commissions for 5 levels deep. On your level 1, you're earning 5%. On levels 2 and 3, you're earning 2%. And on levels 4 and 5, you're earning 1% profit commission. Once again, this is passive residual income, and I love the way that that's paid out as well. Now, here are those agent levels I was talking about. Now, as you progress through the organization, as you continue to build your organization, you're going to earn these different milestones. So once you get to $500 of turnover, the company's going to give you 100 e-tokens. That's going to be at level 1. Once you hit $3,000 of turnover, that company is going to give you 150 e-tokens, and you're going to get a $30 cash bonus. That's for you at level 2. Once you hit agent level 3, you're going to have $10,000 of turnover, and that means that you're going to get 250 e-tokens and $100 in commission, which is $100 bonus in cash. So that's incredible. Guys, this continue to go up all the way up to level 10, where you have $1 million of volume. The company's going to give you 10,000 e-tokens, and you're going to get a $10,000 cash bonus. Now, you may be wondering, once I hit level 10, is it over for me? Can I not earn any more bonuses? No, it doesn't work that way. You're going to keep your level 10 designation once you hit it, but the company is going to reset your table so that you can earn all of these bonuses all over again. So it gives you an indefinite bonus pool that you could be earning from. All right. Now, let's talk about you getting started today, right? Because I know a lot of you all see an opportunity for yourself. You're probably saying, man, this is incredible. I know this thing is going to sweep the world and people are going to get excited about this. So I want to get in front of that wave so I'm not behind it. And if that's you, you can literally enroll for free. Get with the person who invited you, get their link and say, I want to enroll for free with eEstate so I can check this out and see what this platform is all about. Go in, look at the documentation, look at all the stuff, see that everything in there is legit, right? Check out the platform. You want to do that. Also, you can earn some e-tokens by signing up for the platform and doing all of that type of stuff, right? So I wanted to tell you guys that, but that's how simple it is for you to get started with eEstate. Now, you're going to get an email from eEstate that's going to give you some next steps. You're going to be able to join the ARDR network and also the eEstate Agents Network, where you can be able to share some information that you've learned, ask some questions, and collaborate with other like-minded people. You're going to get access to the knowledge base, the frequently asked questions, the webinars, even my Agent Accelerator sessions. You're going to get access and be able to attend those. And also, guys, let me tell you guys that you're going to get 24/7 support. There's always somebody there on Telegram looking out for you, and they're there to answer your questions and get resolutions to any problems that you may face, right? So that's how simple and easy it is to get started with eEstate as a digital real estate agent. Man, if you're excited about this opportunity, can you guys just go ahead and drop a 777 in the chat? I know it's been a while since I asked y'all to participate. I want to make sure you guys are still awake with me right now. Drop some 777s in the chat right now. Man, I told you this is one of the most disruptive things that I have seen. It's probably going to be one of the most disruptive things of this decade. Here's what I want you guys to understand. When you start seeing the stock market go into tokenization, when you start seeing there be websites coming up for artwork tokenization, when you start seeing all these collectibles and all these other things that become tokenized, and you're being able to tokenize in several things, and you know that you had the opportunity to get in and tokenize real estate at the very beginning. I don't want you to kick yourself if you don't do this. Right? Here's one thing that I always heard: information changes situations, but only after implementation. You got to implement this information if you want it to work for you. I'm not trying to convince or persuade you to do anything. But what I want you to do is to give yourself an opportunity to look at this information for what it is. And if you like what you see, jump in and get ready to make something absolutely incredible happen. Now, as usual, I want to go ahead and jump over to the website because I like showing you guys the website. I'm very proud of the eEstate website and what it has to offer and how informative the website is. And like I say on every call, I will put the eEstate website up against any other fractional ownership or tokenization website that is out there, right? And I'm trying to get logged into my account right now so that I can actually take a look at this. But like I said, guys, I'll put this up against any other website out there because this website is so informative, and this website was developed with love and care like no other website that I've seen. It's so phenomenal, right? So let me go in and I'm gonna show you guys the back office and then show you guys the front end of the website. Let me get this shared really quick here. All right, now we're on the website. This is the eEstate website right here. And I want to show you guys, man, this website has a lot of information about tokenization, about the market, about the different things here that they have. You see this information on here, but also they have the people behind it. So here's Brandon Stevenson, the CEO and founder, Mike Hamilton, the head of eEstate, of Eli Property, I'm sorry. And then you also have on here Monica Schneidner, who's the regional coordinator for the ARDR and the chief financial officer for eEstate. So here's the other thing. I want to show you guys the consultants here that they have partnered with to bring eEstate to life for everyone. And they have Von Morrill. They have this handsome guy right here. Then they have Brian Johnson, which Brian is on the presentation right now. Incredible networker, making some incredible things happen. Martin McLean, man, he is an absolute powerhouse right now, and I see him on social media, on Facebook and on different social media platforms, and he's absolutely going out there sharing information and making some incredible things happen as well. So I'm excited about all the partnerships that this company has. And also, I want to jump into this and go to the dashboard so I can show you guys a few things here. When you get into the dashboard, you're going to be able to see the real estate that's available to you. And when you click on that, you're going to be able to look at some pictures of that real estate here. And this is the property, that's the apartment here. And you will see, we could look at some photos of this apartment here. So here's the apartment. It's a downtown apartment in Seattle, Washington. Very nice apartment that they have tokenized here, which is pretty cool. If you want to look at the houses, this is the house that's in Arch Cape, Oregon, right here, and it's really cool. Here's what I love about this, guys. I get to earn passive income through real estate here. And I don't want to say that we are the only ones that earn passive income through real estate because I have friends that have rental properties and they earn passive income through real estate. What I get to say is I get to earn passive income through real estate. And guess what, guys? I don't have any landlord headaches. I don't have to deal with any tenants. I don't have to worry about coming up with enough credit to be able to get in on something. I don't have to worry about having any experience. I don't have to worry about flying all over the globe to be able to look at different properties or anything like that. I can sit from the comfort of my home and actually get my stake in a top tier property from around the globe. That's a game changer for me, right? Now, this is also the property here that's in Bali. I told you guys I would show you a few pictures of these things, so I do want to do that. Let me go ahead and show you guys this. This is the property that's there in Bali. Really nice. Here, if you ever been to Bali, Indonesia, you probably want to check out these photos because this is a great property here. And then we also have the commercial property, which we'll go over here, and you'll see that this is a commercial building out in Oregon as well. Pretty cool. Look, guys, you get involved with this property for $10,270, and it's going to cash flow you on average about $1,500 a month. Man, you can't really beat that, right? Like that's incredible. Every time I think about it, I'm like, man, $10,270. It's going to cash flow you about $1,500 a month. Look, I want to ask y'all a question. Let me ask you a question, right? If you had a person who had a property and you could see their property, right? And they said, well, look, give me 10K and I'm gonna give you $1,500 per month for 18 months. How many of y'all think that's a fair deal? How many of y'all would, if you trusted the person, you would take that deal? If you would take that deal, go ahead and drop a seven in the chat for me. If you would take that deal, Mari said, absolutely, I would. Guys, this is what I want to tell you. The great financial minds of the world, this is what they do. There, look. Here's where. Can I just we got a little bit of time. I want to tell you guys, man, that it's a shift in mindset. I used to tell people this all the time, right? If you really realize it, wealth is a mindset, and a lot of people don't realize that, right? Like wealth is definitely a mindset. So here's why I think that's so powerful, right? It's because the biggest difference between wealthy and the poor and middle class is is the way they think, and more importantly the way they think about money. So that means that you can shift your mindset and you can shift your income. You can shift your mindset, then you could become wealthy. Change the way you think about money, right? Don't only think of I don't think about this as spending money. If you're looking over here say I don't know if I want to spend that. No, because everything you spend comes to an end. But when you invest, right? You get to earn the rest. You can everything you spend will come to an end, but whatever you invest, you get to earn the rest. So I want to ask you if this is a major shift, $16 trillion shift, trillions of dollars being transferred, all of this stuff that's happening. How many of you all are saying, look, I'm not going to go without having my piece of that pie? I'm going to invest so that I can earn the rest. I'm not trying to convince you. I just want to know who has a like mindset, who has shifted their mindset from thinking like poor and middle class to thinking like the rich and wealthy. If you're one of those rich and wealthy people who are thinking like you're rich and wealthy, drop an eight in the chat. If you're thinking with a rich and wealthy mindset right now, drop an eight in the chat. It's one of the biggest shifts that I ever made in my life. I stopped listening to poor and middle class things. I stopped taking poor and middle class advice. I started tuning in to people who are rich and wealthy, people who had what I desired, people who are living lives like the life that I desire, and I started doing the things that they do. Success leaves clues, right? I started doing the things that they do, and guess what happened? My income started to shift even before I left my job. Guys, can I give you we got a little bit of time. I just feel the need to encourage somebody. Before I left my job at the bank, right? I was making $50,000 per month. Here's the thing, and people will ask me, why haven't you left the bank yet? And the reason why it took me so long, I started making $50,000 a month, and then that was in November, right? It was in November of that, I think it was 2020, if I'm not mistaken. And I started making $50,000 a month. It wasn't until February of 2021 that I left the bank. Why was that? Why did it take me so long? It took me that long to get my mind out of poor and middle class and to get my mind over to thinking like rich and wealthy. Why? Because I was still listening to poor and middle class people who were telling me you need to keep that safe and secure job. What about your insurance? You got to keep those benefits. That all of this other stuff, man. Crypto is not real. You shouldn't do all this cryptos. You know, whatever. You got your money invested. All this other stuff. I had to stop. I had to stop listening to that, and I had to shift my mindset. And I had to tune into my mentors. I had one of my good friends reach out to me, and he been a full time entrepreneur for a little while, and he called me. I said, "Hey, I'm gonna call you back on my lunch break." This was when I was at the job, and you know what I said? I was like, "I'm gonna call you back on my lunch break." He said, "You still doing that? So you ain't got your mind out yet?" And I'm not telling anybody to go quit their job. I'm telling you, if I had to change anything, right, I would have shifted my mindset much sooner. I would have been dreaming much bigger, more sooner. And that's what everybody I know says, right? I would have believed much bigger, much sooner. So I didn't want to bore y'all, man. But if y'all are excited like I'm excited, I hope you can tell that I'm excited about this stuff. Drop another 777 in the chat if you got some big energy right now for seeing your mindset shift, for seeing your life change from going to from where you are to where you want to be. And I'm telling you, an opportunity like this can help you make that quantum leap into the future, right? Somebody on this call right now is very soon is about to go from having just enough to being in the position where they have more than enough and they're living in total abundance, right? Where you can do all the things that you desire to do the way you want to do it and how you want to do it. And you can take care of those you love the most, right? So I just wanted to say that, guys, man, I'm excited. Let me do this giveaway really quick. I got all the way off topic, but I felt like that information was definitely necessary here. So let's go ahead. Let's do this, right? I want to ask a question from the presentation. Let's see if you guys were able to keep this information, right? I'm gonna do one giveaway today. Let's see, 100 e-tokens for you if you do this, right? This one is the first person who drops the correct answer in the chat is going to be the winner. The What city is the apartment in that's on the e-estate website? Katrina was on it before I even got it out. That's what I love. Paying attention. That's right. Oh, Katrina, I got your message. So reach out to me. I'm gonna send you my email just in case you don't have it. I'm gonna send you my email. There you go. So I'm gonna send you my email. Reach out to me, and I'm going to make sure you get your 100 e-tokens so you can spin that wheel as well. But I want to thank you guys for being on here, man. This was exciting to me. We had a great turnout, guys. I'm excited about us pushing to getting to 100 people, and I'm going to be working on some things over the weekend to help us get to the 100 people on our Zoom calls. Um, Gotcha, Ken. Send me an email. Send me an email to the same email address, and I'll be able to make sure everything's taken care of. So I'm telling you guys, here's what I want you guys to do. Right? I want you guys to go over the weekend. Let's invite as many people as possible to our the next presentation that I'm doing is on Monday. It's Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern time, right? Let's get everybody that we can. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some things that I am doing to get people in there in the chats. So I'll put it in the VIP chat and I'll put it in the USA chat and things like that. So there could be this some things that I'm doing to get more people to the presentation. But I think very soon we can have this presentation to 100 people. And when we get to 100 people, we're going to do some incredible things. All right. So, man, I'm excited. I'm excited for each and every one of you that's going to win big time. Hopefully, you enjoyed this presentation, and hopefully, you guys are prepared for an incredible weekend this weekend. Let's continue to crush it, make it happen, making people aware of this new wave of wealth that's being created. We're going to create more millionaires than the lottery over here, guys. I'm telling you, it's going to be absolutely amazing. So, until the next presentation, I hope you guys have an absolutely phenomenal day, and I'm out. You guys be blessed. This presentation is officially a wrap.